there have been significant floodings, significant potential for future floodings. There have been strong winds. Our message to the community is please stay safe and help the SES and authorities by making sure you stay away from the oceans. You do not go near floodwaters. Make sure you are prepared, and if emergency services advise you to do something, please follow their orders and their advice. We have worked very hard across government to be as prepared as possible. We obviously have pre-positioned thousands of volunteers, assets that belong to the SES. We have proactively closed schools. We're up to more than 300 schools in New South Wales. With the event of this tropical cyclone coming over the weekend and then the impact after that, the schools that are currently closed will remain non-operational on Monday.
Over the last 3 days, we've seen close to 3,000 incidents, and in the last 24 hours, 1,100 incidents. Most of those are still around preparedness activities, which is tremendous to see, but we are starting to see flood rescues where emergency services, SES volunteers, fire rescue and ambulance and other emergency services are needing to respond to people that are driving into floodwaters. I can't be clearer that do not drive through floodwaters. The fact that we're already getting flood rescue calls this early into the incident and the situation will deteriorate in the next 24 to 48 hours, I can't be clearer not to do that, and that's why our key message has been to relocate and now evacuate early before the situation worsens.
We have seen quite significant power outages already across the North Coast and the Northern Rivers. Latest advice indicates over 35,000 people already without power. It's important to note that Essential Energy, the local service provider, is no longer able to have crews out repairing infrastructure. It's not safe for them to do so. And of course, the safety not just of the community but of staff is paramount for the New South Wales government. As soon as it is safe, they will have people back out there repairing that infrastructure, and they are ready to go with mutual aid agreements from Ausgrid and Endeavour Energy and even into Queensland to make sure that as soon as it is safe, they are there repairing those power lines. But that is not going to be the case for a few days, and people need to be clear and have clear expectations that power is likely to be out for a few days, and the number of people who are without power is likely to grow. As we see the floodwaters rise and the strong winds come through, there could be more power outages. And if you currently have power in this region, we really encourage you, make sure your phone is charged, make sure your devices are charged, make sure there are batteries in your torch. There are practical things you can do to prepare yourself for the fact that we may lose power and it may be out for a few days. We will do everything we can as soon as it is safe to make sure that that power is back on. But in a weather event such as this, there are limits to what we can do to ensure that the power is available at all times. And so people can take steps to prepare themselves, and we encourage them to do that.